winds blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page lies, it's about to begin. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. There'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells you, friend, Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It is Friday here in our Daily Brew studios. Coming to you live from Oldsmar, Florida. Took me the whole 3 minutes to get everything open, but we're live. So it's Friday, January 12th, Friday morning, 9:19 Eastern. And we hope you're doing well. It's raining here this morning in my neck of the woods. We had a nice little shower this morning already. Got another stormy system happening. Got a lot of tornado warnings this morning already up in the Mississippi River region. We could get some sneaky storms later. I'm going to show you upper Gulf. So kind of important weather update. We're going to get into all that here in a little bit. Promise. Let's let everything open up here and make sure we're streaming. We are. All right. Nervous in Tallahassee. Well, there's a sneaky chance we could get some storms popping up, at least the Panhandle. I know Panama City area doesn't want any more, that's for sure. Man, that damage coming in from Panama. Oof. So is it officially an EF3, long track EF2? We had an EF1 here by my house in Odessa. It must have went right over our house because we had a Pinellas County warning, and then they indeed had touchdown around, was it the Eagles? Somewhere around there. Is that right? The Eagles? Town of Odessa, which is right northeast of me. So we dodged one. Lots of tornadoes that day. So we're going to dive into everything. Promise. Mariana doesn't exactly, Miss Debbie. Holy cow, they had, I think that was an EF2, by the way. The EF2 tornado was up there by Interstate 10. All right, so our Daily Brew. Remember, guys, I'm just a hobbyist media-ologist, not a real Met. If you're new to the page, welcome. We're streaming live across Facebook and YouTube and X and now TikTok. Hopefully, and welcome everybody. It's our fifth year here going on to the Daily Brew with our good friends at ABC. They're going to come along for another ride here as we dive into the 2024 season. So we'll be live every single day during tropical season, at least Monday through Friday. We're always live at night when there's a storm, and we're live on the weekends when there's a storm. So you can always count on our little page here to give you the latest. We're frequently have guests on. Kevin Guthrie from the Florida Division of Emergency Management. We've had likes and shares from FEMA, so you can always count on hopefully getting some good information here on our page as we watch weather together, except for Louis, because he's tired. Let me show you the current radar as we say a few more hellos. This is happening. Lots of tornado warnings today. This is that line. This is live radar. If you notice the Mississippi there, it's just east of the Mississippi River now. Lots of tornado warnings last night through Arkansas. It's continuing. We got a tornado watch still in that region. Strong line, and we can see possibly some of these tornado watches or warnings possibly across the upper Gulf here later today to watch. So we're going to keep an eye on this line. There could be some sneaky little storms pulling up from the Gulf again, and we'll see if we have a new tornado watch here later. Yes, Harold, we got an incredible blizzard out west. We're going to try to cover all weather. This is a very strong, deep, low pressure system, and it's deja vu. It's almost exactly what we just saw a couple days ago. Just a little bit more to the west and a little more pull to the north is preventing too much severe weather the farther south that we go. Wake up. Shelly, yeah, Chicago's a mess. Hey, Miss Darcel Wright, how you doing from North Carolina? Pouring, Angelique says in Daytona. Yep, I think that was the line that we just got this morning. Good morning, Shelly Ross. Good morning, Miss Mary Krause. Good morning over there on TikTok. Good morning, the History Nerd. We're going to get into everything. These lives take a while. We'll be doing a condensed video here in a little bit. But appreciate y'all. William Shank over there. Nicole from South Carolina. But, man, we got cold weather. We got even colder weather coming next week. So it's a lot of weather to talk about. MT Mapes, you're awesome. Thank you for sending the stars. MT, I hope you're a supporter, because you can be a supporter for $4.99 a month and get some cool perks, man. Megan says your linemen are heading north. Well, unfortunately, the cold brings out power outages, and people cannot take that cold very long without power. So, yeah, winter storms are terrible. Northeast, again, we're going to talk about that. They got big winds coming in, heavy rain. So all kinds of weather. Tornadoes in the south, severe weather across the middle U.S., and we got flooding rains in the northeast, along with big winds and blizzards. Every single state right now has some sort of warning. As a matter of fact, there's the latest. So these are severe weather warnings and advisories and watches in every state. Not very common you see that. And yes, that includes Florida right now, because Panhandle is part of Florida. People get mad when we talk about Panhandle weather, and if they live in the peninsula, they're like, hey, it ain't no right weather here. Well, kind of is in Florida. Oh, Shannon, I wanted to pull up Hunter today, but Louis was acting all emotional. He kept putting his paws on me. He knows it's time to go live. I swear he knows, and he wants to come up. So, all right, so big snow happening. Let's get into that here in a little bit. Let's talk about today's storm chances. All right, so this one just got updated a little bit ago. This is your current Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, Friday. And yes, even though yesterday I made sure to let everybody know they reduced some of the EF2 possibility hatched areas. Big move by the Storm Prediction Center. This system kind of shifted over to the west a little bit, and it had a little bit less moisture to pull up, and they reduced. So I made sure to let everybody know. But we still got tornadoes happening right now. And we could possibly have them continue throughout the day. Here's the latest tornado outlook for today, Friday. Notice this thing dips down into Mobile, Panhandle again, Tallahassee again, Lower Georgia, and the Carolinas again. So just because we don't have a hatched area or an enhanced area, anytime we get this 5% tornado risk area, I have seen usually tornado watches. Notice the lower part of Florida now is out of that. That is the big change. Yesterday we had 5% past Tampa, and they drastically changed that yesterday. This is the latest. So if you're living anywhere in this brown area, definitely later as the day goes on, you need to pay attention. There's going to be squall lines today developing from the system that we're watching currently. And let me put the radar on one more time, just so you know. Just because you don't have it now, this is the line. And what we could see later on today, as this area right here, notice some of this moisture starting to pop up. We can start to see some little isolated cells pulling up here into this frontal line as it moves off to the east. So that's why they got that 5% tornado risk down a little bit. So we're going to be watching these cells. Hopefully not, but this system has definitely been popping off warnings left and right this morning for sure. Let's look at it hour by hour, and then we're going to talk a little bit about winter. I just want to get into the serious weather first. We're going to go hour by hour forecast. Jeffrey says you got New York, Hunter's alignment in New York. That is amazing. Is that because of the winds again? Yes, I assume. Good morning, Reed. Miss Morgan, good morning. Joe Sardo, good morning. Susan. What's up, everybody? All right, so let's go hour by hour. We'll start out with the southeast, and we'll go. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just do this. I think the New York area might be included in this. Let's take a look. I like this new map that they got. It doesn't show New York. All right, we'll pop it in New York since we got folks from New York watching. This is hour by hour today. Now, what we've been showing constantly for the last couple days is you're going to see moisture coming up through Florida out ahead of this thing. Originally thought some of this moisture could be strong, but now it's looking like no. But we're all going to see little isolated cells popping up today throughout the day today. This is basically 10 o'clock this morning, Eastern time. You can start to see little clusters of storms possibly pulling up. So all this is out ahead of this main line. As we get into noontime, Eastern, about right there. So again, we can see some isolated cells, storms down in South Florida, some rain across, the southeast. There's your stronger line setting up. This is probably the line that we're watching late morning for the upper Gulf Coast today. As we get into afternoon, there's 2 p.m. Eastern. You can see all this mess. Now, of course, we'll show the Northeast, but huge snow going on up there. Big messes around Great Lakes, Chicago area. Big snow wrapping around the backside here. A lot of delays, traffic woes. And I think they're getting another round. A lot of blowing snow. But I want to show the rest of the day. All right, here's 4 o'clock Eastern. There's our little squall line. Starting to lose a little punch to the south-southeast, but we can still see some juice up here. That's why we're going to keep an eye on this whole region all the way to the South Carolina this afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock. Random storms through the peninsula. There's our front line passing. Here's about 8 o'clock Eastern. There's your rains getting through South Carolina. Now they're Georgia, Virginia. Still going to get little squall lines later, maybe. This is kind of why they got us in the dark green. Remember, just because we're not in a tornado risk here across the southeast, meaning Florida, since a lot of our folks live watching down here, we still got a dark green, which is for wind, basically. They don't have us under any tornado outlook, which is good news, but we could still get some severe wind. That's why we're in dark green from the squall line coming. That's later this afternoon. So the squall line here is about 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And as we get into about midnight, 10, there's 11 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern. And then overnight, there's 4 a.m. And then it lingers. Here's tomorrow morning. So this is still showing up. Everything's out of here. We're going to show the Northeast here in a second. But what we're going to see this weekend is this lingering frontal line is going to just hang out in South Florida. Yucky. And it could bring some rain all the way through Sunday morning here on the latest HRRR. What we're going to show here down the road, this energy here is going to end up pulling back up. And we got a huge cold blast coming in Monday. Going to have some wintry weather in this region right here. But then this stuff's going to end up getting kicked back towards Florida in the southeast for Monday, Tuesday. So this energy here lifts up more rain and storms Monday, Tuesday across the southeast, but we could see some sneaky wintry weather. And I think I'm going to tease the snowflakes possible into the panhandle. Yeah, I saw it on the latest GFS. I teased it in our Brew crew yesterday. I didn't want to post it because that would be serious hyping, but I will at least talk about it here in a second. All right, let's look at New England real quick, or Northeast. Heavy rain up there for those folks worried about more power outages. Again, they just keep getting rain. I never clicked Northeast. There's Northeast. So this is your rain. It comes more later tonight. And as you get into this mess here, we could see some snow. We could see some ice. This is 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And then the big rains come in overnight. And this is about 2 a.m. So they're heavy rain, heavy snow. We do have a flood advisory up for that area for today. That was right here. So fast falling rains, on top of some of that snow that melted over the weekend. So we could see some problems. We're going to see big winds rolling in. Remember, this is a 970 pressured system expected over the Great Lakes. I mean, that is tremendous winds blowing snow. In fact, here's latest update on the winter storm. Now, today's the 11th or 12th. This was posted this morning, so they're still expecting impacts the next couple days. There's your blizzard connections. Winds are tonight. Across the Great Lakes region. Lake effect snow all weekend. I know there's some football games that are going to get affected by this. But there's your blowing snow chances, which pretty much red is 80%. So anybody in the red is going to get blowing snow impacts through Saturday. And then they got another round coming next week. We're going to talk about that. So let's go back. So we got a Northeast. I got a flood watch up. That's because of the winds. A lot of winds coming in again. Did you guys see the videos of like Maine and New Hampshire, all that flooding a couple days ago? They had crazy flooding across the Northeast. Buildings toppling into the sea. Complete neighborhoods underwater. This is all from that same system. Remember we were talking about it. Anytime you get a low pressure system here, we were just seeing tremendous winds wrapping around this, and they really got it up here just a couple days ago. A lot of flooding, coastal flooding from our low pressure system. And they might get a little bit this time, but they're not showing up as high. Let's look at the latest winds. Because remember, we were really talking a lot about that last week, or this week, or whatever hell day it is. I don't even know what day it is anymore. When I storm chase, I lose track of days. It's Friday. But remember we were showing this wind map, and it was upwards to 60, 70 miles an hour, but we're not getting that with this system. The low is a little farther off to the west. But as far as tonight goes, overnight, we could see some, 40s and 50 mile an hour wind gusts here across the Outer Banks. 30s and 40s. Nothing like, this was all predicted 50, 60 from our system a couple of days ago. But as far as the Northeast goes, still getting 40 mile an hour winds tonight. This system moves in. We can see some actually 50s. So they're still showing up. I'm surprised it's picked up. It wasn't showing us yesterday. So overnight tonight into Saturday, late night tonight, we could see 40s and 50 mile an hour winds here again. Ocean City, Atlantic City, up to the New England area. So another windy night. We're gonna have rain on top of this. So that unfortunately brings power outages. There's 59. It's close. We were up upper 60s for the predictions last Wednesday or Tuesday. Boston 47 tonight. Tomorrow morning in the 50s possibly. So, man, I take that back. They're still predicting big wins. I mean, it made sense, honestly. So you might want to spread the word to anybody living up there. Cape Cod, same areas that just got affected by our last low pressure system. These are some big wins. I was a little surprised. Yesterday they weren't showing up. So there you go. Same as before. So expect some northeast impacts, unfortunately. Windy across Bermuda. They're going to get some of this as it passes on by. Right here. So by, I don't know, let's see what they're going to get. Lori, if you're watching. It just stays a steady wind through the weekend. Nothing dramatic. Might get a little rain tomorrow, Saturday. Looks like it gets close overnight tonight into Saturday. So you might get some little bit of rain tomorrow in Bermuda with some winds. And then there's a frontal line Sunday. So there, yeah, you might get a little bit of something. There's our main frontal line. This is that lingering frontal line that we're talking about. It's going to be lasting all Saturday and Sunday here across South Florida. So if you live in South Florida, it looks like it's going to rain. This frontal line hangs out, and it could reach over to Bermuda Sunday. So that's looking pretty definite. So the weekend rains stretching. And this is the area we're going to watch for Monday. So we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But yeah, kind of, this is Sunday, 5 a.m. Let's see what the Bucks look like Monday night. Oh, God. All right, so this is a tease of what I was going to show you. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. We could have wintry weather. All right, let's shift focus here. All right, so let's go to tropical tidbits. It might be easier to see on that for now. All right, so no storm prediction center outlook. Really talking about severe storms out of this one. So that's good news. They are, let's see. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's see what they're saying about Monday. I don't think thunderstorm chances are expected to be low. Some Gulf flow may occur near the end, but they're not talking about anything too severe, which is good. But this is what it's going to look like. So let's go to tropical tidbits. This is the system that could affect Florida and Southeast Monday, Tuesday. This is Monday, 9 p.m. on the latest Euro. Uh-oh, Bucks are playing at home. Let's take a look at the latest Euro for the Southeast. Just to kind of give a general look of what's happening. Here is that lingering front, and as we go through the weekend, it just lingers through Florida, and then here it comes Monday, the Gulf blob. So we could get some sneaky storms later Monday. Let's talk about that a lot, and it's very consistent. Here's the GFS through the weekend. Lingering rains across South Florida. Then we got that incoming winter event, which is going to be bringing some ice to Texas, Louisiana. Doesn't look like definition of an ice storm, usually around 2.25, maybe 0.1. I'm seeing here eastern Texas into Louisiana, possibly some ice to worry about later Monday into Tuesday there. Here's that blob of rains late in this is Monday, and then Monday night, and then Tuesday morning right here. So that is definitely coming. Now, this is something that's kind of been showing up a lot. We could, because it's extremely cold air coming south, and pretty good confidence we're going to see some wintry weather dipping south with this one. And they're talking about this one maybe being like the first real chance for snow for New York this weekend. So everybody's watching this little guy to see maybe Monday, Tuesday, if it brings anything to the New England or East Coast snow-wise. There is the low. Remember we talk about these low pressure areas. Wherever this little guy right here ends up, if it gets out a little bit more over the water, there's a chance this backside part of the low produces snow, and it's looking a little A little more chance. So this is Tuesday night. Here's Tuesday morning, and then Tuesday night, and then Wednesday morning. So this is yesterday. The GFS was showing this. So this is this here is a classic signature of a nor'easter when that low pressure dips off over the Atlantic, 986 pressure. This is Wednesday morning. Another front line. This is going to bring some really cold air down through even Florida. We're showing 20s for the Panhandle on Wednesday next week. It's going to be really cold. Really cold. So let's look at the euro. So that's that. Let's look at the Canadian model. Canadian model, very similar. This is over the weekend. There's our lingering front. There's our juice Monday night. We'll see how far this wintry weather can go. It's pulling up some warm Gulf rain, so it's going to be hard. But, man, it is so close to touching that Florida Panhandle on some of these models on the tail end side. Here's here's Monday night. So good news for the Bucks here Monday night. But there's the basic thinking here. Tuesday morning, heavy rain on the East Coast side Tuesday morning. And here's that snow chance possibly in the New England area as this thing races on out of here. Here's Wednesday morning. That's a Canadian model. They're all right, but the almighty euro here. Let's look at the wintry weather for the almighty euro, and we will see exactly what it's showing. All right, so wintry weather. Here we go. Front backs up. There's this little pink area. This is possible ice Monday morning, starting to brew. A little deeper colors in the eastern Texas parts of Louisiana. Could see some ice getting awfully close to. Now here's Monday night. This is Monday noonish. Here's Monday night. There's that blob coming in towards Florida. Here's Tuesday morning. Little less snow on the euro. That's classic. So close. So yeah, I don't know. I hate these snow forecasts. All these winter forecasts are so tough. Let's zoom in here. This is what I want to show my Floridian friends. All right. So let's take a look. Actually, let's go southeast. Of course, it doesn't work. I have to do it. Well, let's start out with the euro. Then we'll go to the GFS. All right, so this is the tease. All right, this is Tuesday morning. This is overnight Monday. But as we get into Tuesday, these models have been teasing flurries in some sort of wintry weather all the way down to the Gulf through Louisiana here. Some have been even getting into Mississippi, Alabama. Some have even touched the Florida Panhandle there. So Tuesday morning, there's your wintry line. Not really showing up on the euro, but the GFS with our dot matrix. The GFS now, not a forecast by any means, but it is actually showing when this cold air comes in from behind Tuesday. If you're colorblind, I apologize, but there are blue dots sprinkling here and even some out here over the Gulf. So, if we were to get any flurries, we could possibly see some falling maybe Tuesday. Now, that's the GFS. It's aggressive, but fun to talk about. It's happened before. Oh, man. So, all right. Everybody wants to know individual forecast. Let's do another hour breakdown real quick, and then let's look at a couple other things I want to look at. real quick. There's really so severe weather today. We got to pay attention. We got to pay attention. I know we're all numb to this stuff, but these are current severe thunderstorm warnings currently right now. And again, these little cells are popping out in front, and this region right here, unfortunately, where we just had our tornadoes, could see something pop up. There's no watch officially right now, so that's good news. But as this thing starts to build eastward, we're going to be looking for some discrete little cells. Let's look at the latest HRR. Zoom in on the southeast here and see if there's any more instability here as we move on into. Oh yeah, see, there's still some signs that we could see some popping here. This is the tornado parameter. You can tell. I mean, as this Gulf juice gets going. So I mean, this is through here's noon. Here's 11. This is all like in the next couple hours through early afternoon. We could possibly see something popping. This general area that's all colored yellows and greens and reds. This is all the way to about 3 p.m. And you can see it kind of loses its punch here as we get on out through the day. So even though we got the brown risk all the way through the Carolinas, this is a little more intensity possibly. So we're definitely keeping an eye here on that. That's why we have that brown area stretching down into the Gulf. It's going to have some Cape to work with too. Yeah, interesting. Supercell composite, big time actually. Holy cow, man, that's crazy. So yeah, keep your eyes open there across the upper Gulf region there. This is today through afternoon. This whole basic area right here we're going to be watching close for severe storms. So this is all today. The thing I'm highlighting right here is all today. But that's pretty strong colors for the HRR model. That's very interesting. No tornado watch yet, though. Well, actually, where is our tornado watch at? We do have one currently here. All right. Well, this one is not. This one will be expired here at 12 Eastern, 11 Central. But we'll see if they start talking about these little. I bet we're going to see a Storm Prediction Center outlook here that includes this area that we just saw here highlighted. So I would say this area we need to really watch as we're seeing some pull upwards. And here's that area later this afternoon across the Carolinas. So we're getting, two pockets here. It's actually showing a little bit across Florida too. This is about 3-4 p.m. this afternoon. So this is a really good graphic right here. This pretty much shows you the spots to watch for severe weather. And it ends tonight. That's midnight. Midnight right here. So there you go. Let's look at hour by hour breakdown. Keep it on the southeast here for now. This is what it looks like. We'll just go every couple hours here. We'll go, all right, this is what it kind of looks like now. We'll go, there's 2 hours from now, noontime Eastern. There's 2 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m., and then midnight. There's that skinny little squall line coming through. Overnight rains again for me. Nothing like walking the dogs in your bare feet when it's cold out and it's dirty dirt. wet, dirty dirt. Wet, dirty dirt is not good. There's a new word, Shelley. Wet, dirty dirt. But it looks like this little line of cells here later this afternoon, it's kind of hard. It's not really showing where they would be at in Florida. I'm curious. But it's showing that around 4, but not really showing it as being anything there, so we'll see. Maybe it's kind of picking up on this a little bit. Oh, this is 13Z. Showing maybe some storms, so I don't know. All right. So what else we got? We talked about the big cold coming down. So the big blast of cold is coming down Monday, Tuesday. Record cold coming. Look at these wind chills. Unbelievable wind chills. Let's show you this real quick again. All right, so this is kind of everything in a nutshell here on the Euro for the weekend. But there's our lingering front line through the weekend. Here's Sunday, 5 p.m. And you can kind of pretty much see how it comes into play with our next system. This is Monday, 1 p.m. And these little exclamation points are like a mixture of freezing rain. And as we get into Monday, 11 p.m., there's a possibility of big cluster of storms. GFS a little to the north. But yeah, Monday, 5 p.m. Monday, 5 p.m. Monday midnight. Monday midnight. So it's wiggling a little bit. Oh, even the Euro's teasing some freezing precipitation maybe down into lower Louisiana, Alabama there. That's a GFS, actually. Euro is too. Freezing rain. Oh, a couple flakes. Look. Couple flakes mixed into intercoastal city. Tuesday, 6 a.m. Keep watching this forecast. We'll see if there's any moisture. Let's see. Let's do 8 a.m. here. 9 a.m. Couple flakes, maybe. New Orleans, maybe. And it kind of passes by a little bit here. But as close to Florida as we can get right there. Maybe some freezing rain up here at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. GFS was kind of teasing a few little flakes, but it's gonna be cold nonetheless. Some of this air temperatures now. Let's talk about that real quick. Incredible blast cold air. Let's see if we can do some wind chills. Crazy temperatures coming down. I don't know if we do wind chills on the. Oh, we do have a wind chill map. Look at that. All right. Yeah. It's so hard to see that. Darn it! Why can't I make it so big? Well, we can zoom in. Let's zoom in on the what do they call that? Corn belt. Corn belt. All right. Let's look at the corn belt. I love that name. We laughed about it last year. What the heck's a corn belt? But look at these wind chills. Jeez, man. On Monday morning, we're talking negative 40s, negative 30s, negative 20s. Anything pink's like negative 20 plus. Frigid air, negative 30s, negative 20s. I mean, that's crazy. Negative 41. And then we have another day of it, Tuesday morning. We've got 2 days of terribly cold. Look at this, negative 49, negative 50. This is Sunday morning. Oh, you got 3 days of it. Sunday morning, Monday morning, Tuesday morning. Then it finally pulls on out of here. Then we have another one coming down. But, God, crazy. Not even get out of the single digits. Some aren't even going to get out of the negative digits this week. So even your real low temperatures are going to be negative 20s. This is Monday. Negatives all the way to Illinois. Then it kind of. Then we got another cold snap. But this is a big one. This is a big cold snap. You can look at it on the hazards map here. It talks about it. This says right there, hazardous cold 115 to 117. Stretching all the way down to lower Louisiana. hazardous cold all the way through Texas. So could be some power issues there as everybody turns on their heat. Here's that ice thing. So we're tenth and inching, point, getting close to that 0.1 number. We're going to be watching here Monday, possibly Monday into Tuesday, some freezing ice. Let's zoom in a little bit more on the southeast temperatures because they're talking about all the way in the lower Louisiana for hazardous temperatures. So let's look at the southeast and see exactly what the low temperatures are going to be here. So your lows tomorrow are in the freezing range. Nothing, too bad. 30s for you, Miss Tropical Troubles. 36 there for Pensacola tomorrow morning. 32 for Mobile. Then we get into Sunday, about the same. Nothing crazy yet. And then we get into Monday, but here it comes. I have a feeling Tuesday and the 20s for lower Louisiana. And the teens for middle part of the state. Day 5's not ready yet. Let's go to 12Z. So let's see. Right. Oh my God. That's the hazardous day. Wednesday morning. We might be in the teens in Pensacola. This is a blend of models too, by the way. This is an average of models. So we could be in this is wake up temperatures for Wednesday morning. Teens, possibly into Florida, all lower. I mean, that crazy. 42 down in Tampa though. That doesn't quite get down here. But 32 for Gainesville, 29 for 32 for Ocala, 29 for Gainesville, 27 for my buddy Andy and Perry. And then it warms up quick. And then we have another cold front coming down. But that is the day. Wednesday morning. Now, what are the highs for Wednesday? Low 50s for the I-4 corridor. Highs are in the 40s across pretty much everybody across the Gulf. So, but man, Wednesday morning is going to be frigid. Hot. These are more, single digits for a lot of folks. Let's go to Texas real quick. So your wake up temperatures for Tuesday here, you're going to feel it first. 20s across all of coast there. So that's pretty much it for the weather. Now let's look at some snow. They got more snow coming here for the Great Lakes area. They were deprived earlier. Now they're not. This model is running. I'll get a 12Z. Why is that showing up 12Z? 09Z. What the hell is going on here? Corn Belt? Are you there? I don't see the Corn Belt. Why is this model map not working? 24 hour. How about total snowfall? We'll try that. All right. Nothing showing up. But here's that snow down south. So as far as the Carolinas go in the south, we could see some snow inching in there to, and let's see when that would be. So that big cold blast is coming Monday, and you'll see this snow chance start to creep in here. This is Monday afternoon, Monday overnight, Tuesday morning, throughout Tuesday, into Wednesday morning. So there's your Wednesday morning snowfall. So there's a good chance here that we could see several inches of snow across the mountains. Nothing showing too crazy yet, but that has been consistent as this next Monday system bringing some snow for the mountains. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if there's any specific higher totals with the Euro versus the GFS. So the blended models doesn't really give you the extremes that you see sometimes with individual modeling. So let's see what the next 10 days looks like. So the next 10 days on the Euro shows 9 inches for Gatlinburg. Next 5 days, Wow. All right, so there's the next 5 days. That would be, let's see. So this is snow through, today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, this is snow from that system. 5 inches, though. GFS showing 15 inches. What's up with that? Are you kidding me? 16 for Pigeon Forge. What is up with that? Dang. Let's see when it expects it to fall. Yeah, I mean, here's the GFS. Here's Monday morning. Here comes that system. It starts falling Monday. Here's Tuesday morning, already 5 inches. That's the Euro. But again, pretty good numbers. 4 inches through Tuesday night on the GFS on the Euro. But check this out on the GFS. Wow. Oh, that doesn't show new snow. Let's see if we could do precipitation type. Well, we know it's going to show on the GFS too, so just heavy snow. Boom, on Tuesday. It doesn't really do very good. But man, all right, we'll see. GFS going all in on snow. That might be worth a trip. I have not done a snow chase this year. What do I got next week? I don't know. I do have some stuff coming up. All right. So let's look at the Euro for next week. That's crazy. Let's look at that's some big time snow popping up here across. Let's go to Tennessee. Actually, we can zoom in a little closer on the GFS with the Tennessee map. Tennessee. All right, Tennessee. I can never find it because it's up here with Kentucky. All right, then we go to Knoxville. Then we can see Snowfall. And here it comes. See, talking to locals up, you guys know this if you live up there. There's East Mountain snow and there's West Mountain snow. Some events with the low pressure in the right position brings down West Mountain snow. So this is a huge West Mountain side snow if that verifies. The mountain's right here, state line. Let's see what the Euro shows if it's west side snow. Yeah, I guess you could say it is because there's more here in Tennessee. This will be a trend to watch for big snow there across the Smokies. All right. That's about it for me. Big storms. Let's put the radar on. It's very important to keep up with the weather today. Let me show you where southeast here. This is starting to come in the picture here. Throughout the day today, we could see some storms here starting to lift up to watch. And this general area, unfortunately, is really showing up strong on the HRR supercell map and tornado map. So I'm sure the Storm Prediction Center is watching closely. I would not be surprised if we don't get some discussion that's talking about this little area right here for later today. So this general area right here, pay attention. We could get some storms pulling up to watch for possible severe wind and maybe even a tornado. So that's what we're watching today as we head into the weekend. So a little bit of hurricane news in a minute. Let me drink some coffee. Appreciate all the birthday wishes yesterday. My dad had celebrated his 86th birthday, and today is Emily's 18th birthday. And Do you know that I started Mike's Weather Page before Emily was even born? And now she is 18 years old. Unbelievable. Crazy. So, but we do want to talk a little bit about hurricanes here. Miss Gail, how's it going? Say some highs for a little bit. Could be my end, Shelly, because I'm trying to stream on 3 things here. I don't know. Are we looking good over on other platforms? Yeah, I would love to go to Tennessee, Lacey. Crystal, we're pretty good in Clearwater. There's going to be an isolated storm today, maybe, but nothing too crazy. So it was important, yesterday was a pretty big change from the Storm Prediction Center, and I feel guilty a lot because I'll do a video in the morning sometimes. I'll do a little quickie video, do updates. We're talking about the significant risks, wind and tornadoes, and then they come out in the early afternoon and they raced all those. So I'm really quick to let everybody know, as every other ones I follow are. But, man, then you get, it's like, whatever. It's like, weather changes. Advice, stay on the feed. I'm always going to be posting weather, right? So always stay on the feed. I post 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 times a day on average, at least, and do videos and updates. So if you always want to stay on the latest, just scroll and look at all the feeds, because things could change. We'll have new advisories, new updates. Rob wants about coastal North Carolina. Yeah, later today you're going to get some storms rolling your way there in North Carolina. It's important to know that. Let me close some windows here. We don't have any watches or warnings yet, but later today, we do have this highlighted area here today that's important to show you. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, showing that potential that we're going to be watching. So there's our area for today. Notice it goes pretty much all of South Carolina almost, and a big part of North Carolina up into Virginia there. So dark green in Florida, pretty much squall line winds later. No tornadoes are expected. But upper Florida, yes. Florida is really watching close for some sneaky storms here this early, as we get into early afternoon, late morning now. So we'll see if there's an updated. But this is for today. It's going to be bringing some storms all the way through Georgia and the Carolinas in upper Florida. So that's pretty confident. Weather is fluid, Loretta Reed. Yep. Where the corn grows, half pint and whiskey. Scott, I know, right? 18 years old. Thank you, everybody. She's an adult. Thank you, Mr. Rob. I appreciate that. We'll have a good weekend. Katie Haley, what's up? How's cruising going? How's the ship? Countdown. 2 months before our 3rd annual cruise coming up. Oh, Volk, thank you for that, Mariana. Yeah, I hate having to let everybody know bad news. UPS is not delivering? Why is that? I didn't know that, Lisa. That's odd. They don't deliver? That's weird. Pretend adult, Shelly says. Yeah, I believe it. What's up, Brad? Star. Oh, Shelly, what's up? Oh, you're back. Oh, I know, Shelly. Well, never fun, right? They take forever. But I did fix my squeaky chair. Victory. I just sprayed everything with WD-40, and it worked. It was like so annoying. Anything else we can talk about here real quick? Let's check out the old Furman Power Equipment power outage map. Illinois, 97,000 without power now. Every storm's different. almost 100,000 people without power now in Illinois. That's all because of those winds, man, and those big snows right now going on. Wisconsin, 25,000 out. So already feeling it, and unfortunately we're going to see power outages here across Northeast later today and tomorrow as these winds really look like they're going to be pretty intense here off of the Atlantic again. Interesting, right? Hey, don't forget, by the way, we got a link here. Listen, hurricane season, we're going to talk about that here in a second. 30% off our secret little code right here. If you click on it, free shipping, and you get 30% off. Berman. They have amazing products. You can spend all day looking at all their toys. Unbelievable. Eye candy. From electric to propane to dual, triple fuel, unbelievable stuff here. So 30% off. Tri-fuel, propane, natural gas, and gas. 9,400 watt electric start with CO2 alert. Get 30% off that sucker. They've been big supporters of ours here. We really appreciate them. We're doing a lot this year together. We were invited to Tallahassee for a big emergency conference, emergency manager meeting conference coming up in February. We're going to be doing that together. And of course, we got our big race car coming up in Daytona. The Hurricane Awareness Machine will be racing around Speed Weeks in the Xfinity JD Motorsports number 4. We still got the back deck lid. If you're interested in being part of our little Hurricane Awareness car, I know had 2 or 3 companies. We're trying to keep it industry related, but it's not as much as you think, believe it or not. So reach out. We got an email up here, contact MWP. We'd love to see you. They got some perks, but the main 95% of the car is covered, which is great. It's going to be an amazing event. Florida's Division of Emergency Management is going to be on it again, along with Furman. Paradeck garage doors from my buddy Billy Mookie, and of course Frank from Coastal Claims. Second year in a row here, so pretty awesome about that. And there you go. That's about it for me. We're going to be doing an update here in a little bit. I'll put a little TikTok video together, and we'll see that. Talk about the cold coming down. Storm's chances still today. I'm expecting we're going to see a Storm Prediction Center outlook soon on the upper Gulf. I bet you we get a little update just based on the HRRR readings that we're seeing, possibly. And let's see, tornado. Let's see. There's another NATOcast. NATOcast has, that was 8 hours ago. That's not recent. So, cool. Well, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll be live on Monday for sure. We're going to be doing our daily brew. And yeah, stay warm out there. I don't think we're going to see any sunshine here for a while. It's pretty gloomy outside, but maybe I'll take my drone and do a little something. Catch something. I don't know. Kind of boring weather day for me. But anyway, all right. Have a great weekend, everybody, and keep it tuned here to Mike's Weather page on Facebook, X, and Instagram. We will post all the daily updates today, as always. You can count on it, and we'll see you Monday. All right, cheers.